How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. Um, Today, I got to highlight the black businesses at time of the week, so let's get it going. The first time, now before I get into this, I'm going to say one thing. The first time I actually went to the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington, which was back in 2017, and I had a great time. Family really did. Great place. Even though I went in the wintertime where I barely saw the sun and it was cold and rainy, I still had a blast. Second time I went was in 2019, and I got to see even more of the city, especially it was in the summertime. Weather was better, the sun was out, it was all good. Now I wish that I would have checked this place out, or this place would have been in existence during that time frame, known as Communion, Seattle, which is located in the Seattle, Washington Central District, which is the Central District area is a historically known area of the city where African Americans resided at when they migrated there during the great African American migration all over the country. Communion is a great and outstanding soul food restaurant, which is one of the top 12 best new restaurants in the world, family. Top 12 best restaurants in the world, the Pacific Northwest restaurants. I am planning the next time I go to Seattle. I hope they are still open. I go, I'm going there. You guys expect to get some customer service. I mean, get a customer from me. Okay. Check out the menu. It's pretty good. So definitely go to the website, Communion Seattle. Once you Google it, it'll pop up and, they got videos, photos, the whole nine. So it's very great. Okay. Seattle, Washington is actually known for having some of the best restaurants in the world, family. Like I said, I come from the DMV area where it's the only part of the country where, and I've said this on videos before, where we have some good restaurants, but most restaurants are either chains, which are mediocre, and a lot of the family restaurants are terrible. It's the only part of the country that I know of where your food can be terrible and you can stay in business, or your food can be mediocre and you stay in business. But anywhere else in the country, like especially if you go to the South and the West Coast and the Northeast parts of the country, even the Midwest, if your food isn't on point, you're going out of business. That's what it is. Like chains might stay open, but the mom and pop restaurants will go out of business. So that's why I love highlighting great mom and pop businesses, because you guys get nothing but love and respect from me, because I know it's a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that go into running those businesses. So it's a beautiful thing. Now, according to the article that I read about this great restaurant, this Seattle restaurant was just named one of the, like I stated earlier, top 12 best in the world, which means good luck getting a reservation at Communion Seattle in the Central District area. But hey, you can always get takeout. The idea for this restaurant was 4 years in the making, and it actually came to life in December 2020. And I love saying that, December 2020. Why? Because that was during a time frame where a place like Seattle, like the West Coast was I think the hardest hit. Don't get me wrong. Don't quote me, but they were one of the hardest hit during the pandemic. So Oregon, Washington State, and California was shut down for a great amount of time. So the fact that this family was able to open this restaurant during this time frame where all the craziness was happening, got to give a lot of love and respect to that. All right. The owner of the restaurant, Damon Bomer, made this statement. He said, "I don't like the word when it comes to the restaurant fusion, but I guess I can use it in this sense." He said that we are definitely infusing a lot of cultural aspects into the cuisine that they have, but it's still us, you feel me? This is how I grew up, he stated. And I can understand that, because Seattle is a city that has a great amount of different cultures, opportunities, etc. The article also stated that Chief Chef Christy Brown and her son, makes this article even better, because the family restaurant, her son Damon Bomer, wanted to create a space where people felt at home while enjoying a bit of Seattle soul. It's a place where we just wanted to see our dreams come true, they stated. And I love the idea of this, especially black families working together from an economic perspective, because that's what matters the most. And even go, like I said, we're living in a time frame, I can't speak for others, but I can speak for myself. You got to have a real great restaurant for me to want to go eat at your restaurant nowadays. And it's not because of the pandemic and whatnot. It's just because in my experience in a lot of places, if the food might be great, but if the atmosphere isn't on point, why would I want to eat? Why would I want to return? We live in a time frame of DoorDash and Grubhub and all these other food delivery services. I can't. I think the last time I ate at a restaurant was in April and whatnot, and it was just one time. Okay, but I think I've only eaten at a restaurant once this whole year. and we're halfway through the year in 2020. Because like I said, in the DMV area, there's no restaurants that make me tickle my fancy that make me want to go eat there. Actually, go there. I'd rather just get the food delivered to my house, call it a day. But places like Seattle, places like Portland, places like LA, places like Houston and Dallas, they have some of the Miami, some Atlanta, New Orleans. They got some of the best freaking restaurants in the world, not just the country, but the world. And the ambiance of those restaurants make you want to go there and return back, not just because of the good customer service, but the ambiance of the settings and whatnot. It's just no typical restaurant. So that's why I give it nothing but love and respect, because places like that, you want to return. You know what I mean? And I can't, like I said, I actually can't wait to check this place out. Because just from looking at the videos and looking at the reviews, I know I'm in for a great treat. It's something special. But anyways, back to the story at hand. Like me, I get passionate about these things. The article stated that Condé Nast Traveler named Communion Seattle the top 12 best restaurants in the world. Please keep up the great work out there in the Seattle area. The article also stated that I think that there's a lot of synergy around the CD, as they call it, the Central District in Seattle, and bringing black businesses back to the CD, because the restaurant sits on the actual, and I love this part, ground floor of the Liberty Bank building, which was the original building housed the first black-owned bank in the Pacific Northwest, period. It's a beautiful thing, especially being in the CD, historically black neighborhood, and see the changes, see the things that have gone down, said Mr. Bomer. And the funny thing is, I've been to Seattle twice, and I didn't even realize there was an actual specific African-American part of town and whatnot, the CD. So I need to go to the CD, because I did a tourist thing. I stayed in the Airbnb. I went to Pike's Place. I did a tour around the city and whatnot, went downtown, checked out a museum. So I need to check out the CD. So I'm going to go to the CD, and I'm going to go to Communion Seattle and whatnot. So with the world opening back up, I actually am looking forward to doing a lot more traveling, family. I will say that. Get back to my roots of just getting away and doing me. All right. But anyways, I digress. It's like I said, it's a beautiful thing. And it's like I always say, who you bank with and who you do business with is way more important and holds way more power than who you vote for. So elections come, elections go, but we spend money with people and bank with people on a regular basis. So when you spend your money with certain people and you bank with certain people, that holds a lot of power. Why do you think every single day we get commercials after commercial after commercial, whether it's online or on television, on our cell phones, whatever have you, specific ads all over the place of people are trying to sell you their products and whatnot, or they want you to bank with them, or they want you to open a credit card with them, because that's the power right there. And that's what we need to focus on more so. The economics, the cash flow. You're not talking that, you're not talking anything. To my personal opinion, it's like you've lost my attention. Economics is like sports. People should be excited about it. Okay, and that's the beautiful thing about online platforms nowadays, especially the podcast world. People are making, in a sense, as my friend would say, they're making it sexy. Okay, they're making economics sexy. They're just doing it in an entertaining way, but people are learning something and getting entertained all at the same time. I think that's a beautiful thing, and I hope that continuously goes forward. You know what I mean? But anyways, I digress. Where was I at? So anyways, like I said, it's nice to see them keeping black-owned businesses within the historically black area of Seattle. To end this off, Chef Brown, who's the mother of Mr. Bomer, stated, signature black-eyed pea, hummus, and unique variations of soul food are drawing even more people to the Central District. And she stated, we are pretty booked up right now. And that's another thing, because they're adding, the beautiful thing about Seattle, you have some great Asian food, you got some great Hispanic food, because you have a great big diverse culture. You have this great West Coast vibe all mixed in. You have a big African population, specifically West African population. So I got to go to my first Ghana restaurant in Seattle. So it was some good food, you know what I mean? I've had Ethiopian food, I've had Nigerian food, especially when I went down to Houston, had some great Nigerian food, had some great Korean food in LA and in Seattle. So I love to get a great variety of everything. You know what I mean? That's, to me, that's the best thing. Had some great Japanese food in Seattle. So like I said, it's a renowned city. Every city has its ups and downs, but I loved every aspect of it. I love to see the people. If you look in the pictures behind me, people are supporting the business. And that's all it takes. If you're not going to be a business owner, fine, just support the local business owners. That's all it takes. You know, the reservations are pretty booked through the end of June of this year in 2021, and it's nothing but good news, family. The restaurant is also offering takeout, which I would imagine they got the DoorDash thing happening. So if I can at least, for me, if I can at least eat there, I'm definitely getting takeout. So, but I'm gonna physically go down. I can do DoorDash at home. You know what I mean? So on that note, family, this was a great article. I'm glad I was able to talk about it. If you're a crypto investor like myself, because crypto is going up again, it might go back down. I'm not going to make predictions because I'm not a crypto expert. But if you are a crypto investor, think about joining Gold Standard Partners, where you just have the opportunity to not only just buy crypto, but do the affiliate marketing thing where you can make money off other people's crypto investments and go from there. Sign up. The links in the description. Don't forget to check out the online store. There's Anything Goes sells a variety of products. We're a drop shipping company, and always, like I say, if you can't get fired if you own the company. As you see, it's 2021, and these people own something. So I love that, and it's time for you to own something as well. Continuously make money moves, family. Thank you for the PayPal and the Cash App contributions. It's always greatly appreciated. And on that note, do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or live broke like a fool. Take care, family.